Sunday, December 21st, 4 days until Christmas. Week 16 is upon us, semifinals in the fantasy football playoffs, and hopefully you all win and make it to the finals. It should be a good week. We already have 3 games underway. It's that time of the year where we get some Saturday games. Obviously, we had the big Rams-Seahawks game, which, if you had Puka, if you had JSN had a good game. He didn't have a massive game, but he had a really good game. Stafford, all of that. Last night we had, or yesterday we had the Eagles-Commanders. Not a whole lot of crazy scoring. Saquon Barkley had a good game, which was good to see. He had that long touchdown run, which was awesome to see. But, Saquon Barkley had 130 total yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts had a pretty good game, 185 through the air, 2 touchdowns, 40 on the ground. Devonta Smith caught a touchdown. A.J. Brown almost had 100 yards. So a lot of good production. Nothing like, crazy that you can't catch up from if you were playing those guys. Commander side of things, it was kind of tough, for all those guys, unfortunately, with Mariota going out. So Packers and Bears was kind of a crazy game there. Again, not a whole lot of crazy scoring. I think Josh Jacobs got knocked out. What was it? Halftime? He didn't really play in the second half. I forget exactly when he went out, but he started off the game looking pretty good. He had 12 carries. He had a couple catches, and he was like, okay, and then he gets knocked out. Christian Watson got knocked out. Romeo Doubs had a good game, but he got knocked out. So obviously Jordan Love getting knocked out really, really hurt. So Frosty says, not sure if Woody is playing. And even if he does, it's risky. I have Godwin. Let's see here. The last updates here. There are 3. They're after a late game, right? So we're not going to know. And you have Godwin, which you need to make that decision here. Let's see if there's any type of news out there that we can find about him. It doesn't look like we have really anything new here. He says he's questionable. This was an hour ago. He got a limited practice in. Marks is expected to play. That's the Saturday report says Marks is expected to play. However, if he were to reverse course, backfield mate Nick Chubb, who's questionable due to ribs but expected to play, will move to the number 1 spot. So I don't really want to start, Nick Chubb or Jawhar Jordan, to be honest. I would be okay starting Marks. I would want to start Marks over Godwin. The problem is you're not going to know. If you feel comfortable enough and you can pick up Nick Chubb or Jawhar Jordan, whichever one you want to go with, I would probably lean Nick Chubb, but honestly, it's a coin flip on who, obviously there's more intrigue with a guy like Jawhar Jordan because he's new, right? But Chubb could be vulturing touchdowns there. If Chubb plays, that could also make Marks not super exciting as well. So I think the play here, Frosty, also, what's your matchup looking like? We've had 3 games go. What's your matchup looking like? I think the play might be just to play Godwin if you need just kind of some points, right? If you need any type of upside, maybe you hold out for Woody Marks and you hope that he has a good game. Not that Woody Marks has a crazy upside or anything, but yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one for sure. I think if I had a good, if I'm expected to win here, 70-30, 60-40 win, I might just play Godwin and roll with, and hope that he gives me double-digit PPR points and that pushes me to the win. What's up, Marv? I'm playing against the number 1 team who has Jamar, A.J. Brown, JT, Josh Allen, and many more. Man, maybe it's a holdout for Woody Marks. The problem is, we're talking about Woody Marks. I don't necessarily think he has incredible upside, right? Woody Marks to me is you're happy with 15 PPR points. I don't even know if he's how many times he's gotten over that. Just kind of looking through his game log. I think it's only happened twice, 3 times, 4 times, about 4 times this year. Twice since October. It looks like that he's gotten over 15 or more PPR points. I don't think he's had one big game, which was back in September. He had 120 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 catches. Right. So I don't even necessarily think like um, Marks is this huge upside play. So um, yeah, I don't know, man. I might hold out for Marks because you need a better game here. But Nick Chubb coming back also kind of mucks things up there, and it's a risk that he might not even play, or if he plays and gets knocked out. So maybe you just play it safe for there and roll with Godwin. I think I might just play it safe and roll with Godwin, to be honest. Gainwell and Warren, I think it has to be Gainwell. I think it has to be Gainwell at this point because of his pass catching ability. Like he has 6 or more catches in 4 of the last 5 games. That's insane floor. Like you're getting 6 catches. You're guaranteed 8 PPR points right there. And that's if he only catches like for 20 yards, which is very low. You're probably looking at more just from his catches. You're looking at more of a double-digit game plus whatever he does rushing and touchdowns and stuff. So I think it's Gainwell. I think they're both solid plays. I think I would lean Gainwell over Warren at this point just because he seems to be more involved in the passing game. So I benched Walker for Brees, left Jennings in my flex. My opponent played Jacobs, worked out. Unfortunately, I had Jacobs in the redraft listener league. Yeah, that is tough, Marv. Let's see here. It's about a 50-50 split. I know it says 57-43, but that's roughly a 50-50 split there. Yeah, that sucks though. That Jacobs, he was off to a good game. When did Josh Jacobs leave the game? It was definitely like he didn't have like any carries in halftime, right? Josh Jacobs played in 38.9% of the snaps, but he was looking good. His last touch in yesterday's game came mid third quarter, and then he didn't have another touch there. So that's tough because he was off to a pretty solid, at least a solid game. You know, he gets a touchdown and you're super happy there. So yeah, bear down. Congrats on to Bears fans. I'm happy for you. You know, I'm a fan of. I have 2 sports teams that I'm fans of. Really, I'm a diehard about one, and then it's the Padres. As you can see here, is my favorite team. I was a diehard Chargers fan when they left San Diego. I was less of a Chargers fan. I still root for them and hope that they win. And I still consider myself a fan. Maybe not as diehard of a fan though. So I kind of know the struggles. Neither of my teams have won a championship. And stuff like that. So I know the Bears have won a championship, but they've obviously it's been pretty bad for Bears fans, especially, if you're young under the age of 40, essentially. You don't have much, you had the Super Bowl back in 06, was it? But you have a lot of heartbreak, right? So I'm happy. I'm always happy when these teams, I want to see the Browns and the Lions and these type of teams win. I don't want to see the Patriots and the Chiefs to continue to win. So if it's the Bears this year, I'm all for it. Playing against the number 1 team. Yeah, we talked about that. Pick 2 in the listener league. Hawkinson, Waller, Mitchell, Vidal, or Estime. I would probably say a lot of people like Estime this week. So I might go Estime. I'm not a big Estime fan. I think he's just like slow and stuff. But he could get a lot of volume here. I don't think I'm going to trust Hawkinson. I know it's a tight end premium league, but like Hawkinson has actually been pretty good here. That's tough. I might go. Man, that is really tough. That is really tough. Waller has a great matchup. Damn. That's tough, Marv. That is tough. I might go Waller. To me, it's between Hawkinson, Waller, and Estime. I'm going to eliminate Vidal. I'm going to eliminate Mitchell. Although I do, I like Mitchell's usage because the tight end premium, right? So I like Mitchell's usage, but like it's Brady Cook. And the targets are nice and stuff, but I think Brady Cook, these backup quarterbacks, like, we watch them for 1 or 2 games and we just like, oh, they suck, right? Um, so, oh, sorry, I was just reading your last one. So, like, oh, they suck, but like, give them time and stuff. And Brady Cook looked better at times. So, man, that's really tough. I might go Waller. And Hawkinson, but I don't mind Estime either. I think I might go the tight ends though in the tight end premium league there, Marv. But that's really tough. That's a really tough call. Should I play Pitts over any of the guys I have London into? So Pitts over Godwin, or these guys. I actually don't mind Pitts over. I don't mind Pitts over Godwin and the Texans guys. That's what we're talking about here, right? I know London's back, which makes us think like Pitts is not gonna. I still think he could be pretty involved here, so I might go Pitts actually over Godwin. So, over there, Fairbairn or Aubrey? Fairbairn or Aubrey? Both good kickers. Obviously, Aubrey's awesome. I might go. They're both playing indoors essentially. I might go Fairbairn. I feel like the Texans are going to put up more points. I think the Chargers defense is pretty good. Honestly, it's a coin flip. Like, I would probably go with the guy that I have rostered. If I have them both rostered, then I think I'd lean Fairbairn, but they're both really good options there. So, Waller or Hawkinson for Frizzle. I think I go Waller because of the matchup. I mean, Hawkinson has a good matchup too. Hawkinson has a really good matchup as well. But Cincinnati, although they did shut down Likely last week, like Cincinnati was like the team to target, right? So I think I go Waller, as crazy as that is, right? I think I go Waller. You're up 44, Fairbairn. Yeah, I think I would go Fairbairn there. Wanted to revisit a trade. Deadline was 2 weeks ago before Steelers Dolphins. Tua, Marks, Montgomery, Iomanner, Diggs, Kelsey Hawk projected wild card first, second, third in 27. I mean, it's looking pretty good now because like Tua, we don't know what his future is, right? Is it the Dolphins? I don't know. Diggs and Kelsey could be like done after this year as like fantasy assets. So Montgomery could as well. I think that trade's looking a lot better there, Marv, for sure. Looking a lot better. Full PPR, start one, Marvin Harrison Jr., Adonai Mitchell, Estime Worthy. Already have Wilson. You already have Wilson as in Michael Wilson, right? If you already have Michael Wilson, I mean, like in a vacuum here, I think I would be starting. I think I'm gonna go Worthy. It's Worthy or Marvin Harrison for me. I think Estime could get a lot of work. I don't 100% know what to expect from Estime. I'm not a big Audric Estime fan. Don't think he's a great player, but like, could he get 2 touchdowns? Yes, pretty easily. Obviously, Kamara's out and Devin Neal and stuff like that. But like the Saints, do they just kind of like choose someone else, another running back to kind of roll? Is it Evan Hall or something that they use? Or I think I might. To me, it's between Worthy and Marvin Harrison. I might go Worthy though because the Chiefs obviously it's a risk. I think Gardner Minshew is a fine backup and stuff like that, but it's a pretty good matchup. You got Rashee Rice out, so I'm not, you should have a decent amount of targets. Rashi Rice, Tyquan Thornton out. You should have a decent amount of targets coming his way here. It's between Marvin Harrison and Worthy for me, but again, you do have you're starting Michael Wilson, so I think maybe you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket type of thing. I finally dropped McKee. I like Isaiah Williams. I think he's an interesting player. I liked him when he was on. He was originally on the Lions. I was making when I made Dynasty waiver wire shows last year. Isaiah Williams was always on it, and he originally went to the Lions, and he made their Week 1 roster, and then he got cut sometime in the middle of the season. Found his way on the Bengals. And then of course, the Jets. So I think he's a fun player for sure. But your boy Tanner McKee, man, Tanner McKee. I've been telling people that I really would start to stash every backup quarterback there is, especially these like well-known guys that are backups, because I don't know, like Malik Willis, how he's looked with the Packers the last couple of years. And he's a free agent. Like Malik Willis could be a starter. He could be in competition for a starting job next year. I don't necessarily think you can build a long-term offense around Malik Willis is fine to come in for a couple of games and he can win you those games. I don't know about over a 17-game season if you really want Malik Willis as your starter, but I think he's at least deserved to compete, right? So all these backup quarterbacks, McKee, I know he's still, I think, under contract and stuff. Obviously Brissett, all these guys. I think we should be starting to stash because with this quarterback class coming out, I don't know how good it is, or how good it could not be a great quarterback class. So,
good morning, sir.
Good morning. The team sold Diggs and Kelsey for a 26 second and third to have won the trade as well. Yeah, we're kind of revisiting this trade that Marv made a couple weeks ago that we talked about, and it's like, yeah, it looks a lot better for Marv with like the Tua benching and stuff like that. Diggs and Kelsey, we don't really know. Even Montgomery, like what their value is in fantasy beyond this year. So
yeah, what a difference a week makes, right?
Yeah, with the Tua news. I would be very surprised if Rivers plays next year. I don't even know if he should be playing now, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think he plays next year. So his dynasty value is like, if you can get anything for him, take it. Like if you don't need him, I guess. And even then, like if you're in the playoffs in the semifinals and you need Rivers, like congrats to you, I guess. So I think he has almost no dynasty value. So roster clogger video, should I drop? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make that, like drop, players to drop and stuff like that. It's tough with those guys though. You're playing in a 14-team league, but I think it's only a start 8. But guys like Matt Collins, like they find their ways into rosters in our dynasty leagues where it's 12 teams start 12, every now and then, especially during bye weeks and stuff. Matt Collins in our one of our listener leagues is the 183rd overall player. So we start 144 guys each week. So like during bye weeks, he's being started, and he had some games too where like you were happy that you started him. So Khalil Mullins, I want to keep. He's the running back for the Titans. I want to keep as a stash. So, but yeah, Matt Collins for McKee, sure. I would drop Rivers for McKee if you're not using Rivers. So, need 2 of 3 running backs here. We got Javonte, Bucky, and ETN. Half PPR. Who are we benching?
Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of
Toughest
looking at-
matchup is
Yeah.
the Broncos.
Yeah.
Chargers been giving up points to running backs. Actually, what? Never mind. I thought they were way better against running backs. They're number one over the last month. That doesn't seem right. Weird.
Who they played? Well, Casey. Well, they played Saquon and Genty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but their line's terrible too. I think, are we benching Bucky? Because the potential loss of the goal line role to Sean Tucker.
Yeah, part of me just wants to like avoid the Broncos. Man, it's so tough.
Yeah,
I think I just
really
yeah, I think I just Broncos number one on the year. 17 and a half points, least points given up over the last month. They've given up even less than that, 16 and a half. I mean, obviously if ETN got all of that, he would be happy, but I think I just want to avoid the toughest matchup, to be honest. And I think that's ETN versus the Broncos, at Denver. It's a coin flip though.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I understand the concerns with Bucky.
Yeah, I'm not really overly concerned about Bucky, but I feel like the other two have less competition.
Yeah.
So I think I'm sitting Bucky.
They definitely do. I mean, Shavante's backfield and ETN's backfield without Toot in there, So they definitely do have less competition for sure. Yeah, I'm going to lean ETN benching. I don't feel great about it. I think Javante's like probably the easiest to start. So, but I don't mind. I do agree that Bucky has more of a shared backfield, so that could cause issues for sure. Yeah, we would do that in the semifinals against my rival. And I have two tough questions. First, PPR: Zay Flowers, Tyrone Tracy, or Michael Carter. Let's start there. So you can only start one of those guys. PPR: Flowers gives you a pretty nice floor. We know there's always upside if he catches a touchdown, but his floor has been really nice lately, right? I think I might go. Flowers.
Yeah, I mean Tracy going against Minnesota, not a lot of touchdown upside there for the Giants in general. I don't want to start Carter.
Yeah, it's definitely between Flowers and Tracy.
Yeah.
He does Carter say, at plus 115 in a high scoring game.
Yeah, not
to score a touchdown.
That's not terrible odds for scoring a touchdown. So yeah, kind of pumping on it.
Flowers gets New England. Was it something that I heard where like New England like to slot receivers that are really good against slot receivers? I feel like I heard that recently. I might lean Flowers. To me, it's between Tracy and Flowers, though. I don't want to start Carter over those guys. Like, of course, anyone can be better than anyone else, but I'm going to go with the better players here, and I think both those guys are better players. I think I'm just going to lean Flowers. What do you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's tough. How's Minnesota against running backs in general?
Let's see here. Vikings are middle of the pack here on the last 4 weeks and on the season. So nothing really to be too concerned about. They've given up 47 catches. No, Yeah, 47 catches. Why does it do? It's weird. It does catches and then targets. 280 yards to running backs, which isn't a lot, right? What would be 15 games everyone's played? So about 3 a game, essentially. Catches and like less than 20 yards a game. No receiving touchdowns. So they seem to be pretty good against receiving running backs for whatever reason. Which, is part of the reason why you're starting Tracy, right, over Flowers in PPR.
Yeah, I think that might be enough for me then. I think I'll start Tracy.
Because they are. What pushed you to Tracy?
Just the fact that they haven't been great against pass catching running backs.
That they have been great.
Oh, I thought you said they're giving up like 3 a game.
They're giving up. They've given up 47 catches on the year, which is fourth fewest. I was saying they're not giving up a lot of production to receiving running backs. Like 47 catches is about 3 a game, 283 yards. Looks like is the least amount on the year. So they're giving up basically like 3 catches and 18 yards a game. Two running backs total. So.
Yeah. I mean, if he's asking receivers versus running backs, I mean, this is his flex. So maybe you do go with kind of the safer floor.
Yeah.
Which is probably Flowers, honestly, because I guess we've only seen the backfield has kind of like bounced around a little bit in New York. I mean, it's mostly been Tracy's job, but Singletary's getting a little bit of work. Down by the goal line, so maybe you just take Flowers because they probably have similar upside anyways, like as far as like you're hoping who scores, and Baltimore's probably more likely. So
yeah, agreed.
If this is your last flex spot, maybe do just go with Flowers.
Yeah. We'll get to your other question, your boy, here in just a second. Wandy was generous enough to, I think it's a super sticker, but donate to us. So we're going to get to his question real quick here. Bills versus Saints D. So Bills are at Cleveland and Saints are home to the Jets. So what's the Cleveland weather looking like today? Cold, but 15-mile-an-hour winds. That's not too crazy, right? So it doesn't look like anything. Looks like it's sunny. And then the Saints are in a dome. So I think I go Buffalo. I think I just trust their defense a little bit more. Which side do you lean here?
I agree. I mean, we saw a poor showing from the Browns the last couple of weeks too. Like, granted, they played the Bears last week, who we've really seen them turn it up this season for sure. But I mean, even against the smash play of them a couple of weeks ago against the Titans, they let up 31 points. So
yeah.
And I'm not afraid. I'm just not afraid of the Browns at all. So they're not going to stop Buffalo.
You would hope not.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Buffalo D.
Yeah, I am too. I was trying to look at. They're both like in terms of the going up against the Jets and Saints. They're basically the same matchup over like the season and the last 4 weeks. So, Jets and the Browns, not the Saints. They're about the same matchup there. So, I think I do trust the Bills more there. It is a tough one for sure. It is a tough one. They're both really good matchups this week. So, flex one. I'm just kidding. Flex defense. I'm pretty sure I said all my lineups. I'm going to start looking through here too. But appreciate you, Wandy. As always, guys, hit the like button for us. That's all we ask. But if you do want to donate to us, we'll prioritize your question. You'll jump the queue here, but we will get to it most likely. Kind of go in order. So keep the questions coming if you have them, but also hit that like button for us. Also need to start either Waller or Warren with Jonathan Taylor at running back, if that matters. So, he already has a Colts guy. Obviously, we have some Tyler Warren concerns here with Rivers at quarterback and stuff. Not a whole lot of upside, in my opinion. I think I go Waller. He's playing the Bengals. I know the Bengals matchup didn't work last week, but what are the odds it doesn't work 2 weeks in a row? We'll see. Waller's been, but it's Quinn Ewers, huh?
Yeah, I know. There's so many layers to this, right? Like the matchup definitely favors Waller, but new quarterback Warren only seen one game with his new quarterback, and you've got Jonathan Taylor. I think I'm just gonna start Warren.
You gonna start Warren?
Think so.
I'm gonna go Waller. I think it's close enough. Matchups favor Waller for sure. I mean, at this point, you could make an argument. We haven't seen Quinn Ewers, but he could be better than Rivers very easily. I know he has more arm talent than Rivers right now. He can push the ball down the field, so there's a little bit more explosiveness there. 49ers, that's who the Colts are playing. Not really a matchup to take anything from. They're just kind of middle of the pack there. So, but I think I'd go Waller and just hope for a touchdown and, decent involvement here. So, and plus, you're don't want to invest too much into the Colts offense, maybe is another part of it. So, yeah, I think I'd go Waller, but we're split there, your boy. That's how tough it is there. So, yeah,
it's rough.
I don't have anything. Oh, do I start Jawan Johnson or Jalen Coker?
Wait, are you playing against me? Premium. Because that matters.
No. Yeah, I
am. Did you say tight end premium?
No, it's our home redraft, so no tight end premium. I think I'm going to I have Coker in. I think I'm leaning that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would just go back to Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a coin flip.
Yeah, I know. They've been basically doing the exact same thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Except Coker got a couple of touchdowns over the last few weeks.
Yeah. Oh, think about that one. Demario Douglas or McKee. I would drop Phillip Rivers, Marv, if you still have Rivers. Drop Phillip Rivers for McKee if you're not competing. So, but again, Tanner McKee's still on the Eagles another year, right? So, do keep that in mind there. But backup quarterbacks, man, stash them. So, Pickens or Gainwell. Man, are you going that far? I know you love Gainwell this week, and it's hard not to. But are you starting him over Pickens? I don't think I am.
How concerned are you about these comments from Dak, as far as what he's talking about George Pickens? He's like, I just look at him and I can just tell he's not there and stuff. And it's like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's concerning.
Yeah, for sure. But are you going that far? Oh, man.
I'm still going Pickens.
Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Yeah, although it is a tough matchup.
They're not playing for anything anymore.
The Cowboys, they're not. I mean, Pickens is playing for a mega contract.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna still start Pickens, wide receiver 4 on the year still in PPR. So, yeah, I'm not going to go that far.
Tracy or Woody Marks. They both play it after late game, so I can wait that up. Oh, sorry, not Tracy, Woody Marks. Warren or Woody Marks.
Jalen Warren?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait it out, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to wait it out, but if they both play, Woody Marks is questionable, but they both play late.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to Woody. I wonder if they're going to, going against the Raiders. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start Woody again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if Chubb takes more work from him.
Yeah, we could get the Josh.
Not kill the guy.
We could get the Josh Jacobs thing where he kind of gets knocked out of the game, like last night. Jacobs didn't get a carry basically from mid third quarter on. So,
yeah, I was at a big party and I was like kind of like watching the game, but I couldn't like actually really pay attention. What happened there?
I don't know if we actually got like I don't remember actually hearing what happened, but I assume he just got knocked out. So it started off well. I think he had like 14 touches or something before leaving, so it kind of sucked that he didn't continue there. KC or San Francisco? KC is at Tennessee. San Francisco's at Indy.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to KC.
Yeah.
Just target that Tennessee defense.
Yeah.
It's at Tennessee.
Yeah, they are the one of the defenses, although they've been actually pretty good as of late, like bad matchup for defenses as of late. So, but yeah, I would go Kansas City as well. Full PPR, have Kittle at tight end, Pitts, Hampton, or Tetaroa at flex. Pitts has London back, but I still think he could be pretty good. I'd probably go Tetaroa.
Yeah, just hope for a little bit of a bounce back target wise. They're obviously this is a big game for them, for Carolina, division rival. Take control of it, or don't. Actually, my shirt says don't.
I was like, what? No, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably go Tetaroa. It's Tetaroa or Pitts for me, as sad as that is. I want to start Hampton. He's just really hard to trust right now. So
yeah, the snap share is not there, but when he's on the field, they're using him, which is encouraging. We've seen that both times these last few weeks. So I think I might go Tetaroa though too.
JJ McCarthy or Jackson Dart, they're playing each other.
I kind of want to start McCarthy.
I kind of feel that too.
Yeah. Just given like what Minnesota's been doing to quarterbacks. I know we've talked about him a bit. It's like, well, he's kind of a different kind of quarterback than what they've been playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go JJ.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning there too. Afternoon Trey. Let's get to that championship. Full PPR start 2. Judkins, Hampton, Tracy, Aaron Jones, or Michael Carter. So we're starting 2, right? And it's PPR. We got Judkins, Hampton. I would do Judkins over Hampton, I believe. But actually, I might go Hampton over Judkins. It's just better matchup, but I know he's in a split backfield. Aaron Jones has a pretty nice matchup. Michael Carter, this is really tough.
I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down to Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter. I was looking at Aaron Jones when I said that. I don't think I'm gonna go down to Michael Carter. Wait, is DeMarcado gonna play?
I think so.
Yeah. Not that that necessarily super concerns me, but I just never know what the hell Arizona is going to do with their backfield.
Judkins has a pretty nice matchup against the Bills. Maybe it is Judkins is one of them. Like the Bills have been bad against running backs so
Yeah,
far this year.
but he can get game scripted out a little,
Yeah.
right? Like that's kind of what you've talked about. The concerns with him over the last, basically since he's been the starter, and it's kind of been all over the place. And the Bills are going to put up points.
This is really hard.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I think I'm going to go back to Aaron Jones. I think it's Aaron Jones and Tracy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Aaron Jones and Judkins, as crazy as that is, and just hope they kind of keep that game close and can get Judkins 15 carries. So I think I'm going to go there. I'm not super. I mean, it's a kind of a coin flip with all those guys, to be honest. So, like I like Hampton's matchup, for example, and Quinnen Williams. Do we know if Quinnen Williams is going to be out for the Cowboys? Because that makes a huge difference in their run game. He was a full participant. So he must be active because they should have the inactives already in there. Let me just look this up real quick. Oh no, Quinnen Williams is out. Ooh. Damn.
So you're thinking Hampton then?
Well, I'm just thinking like I think Hampton's the best player here.
Yeah, I agree with that. And kind
it was
of
a nice matchup.
Yeah, and circling back to what I just said too, like when he's out there, they're using him, right? Like,
yeah,
get some tough matchups. And yeah, I know the snap shares don't look great, but man, juicy.
I know. I think I'm gonna go Hampton and Aaron Jones, and I'm rolling the dice there. My third option would be Judkins. So hopefully that helps, Trey.
I like it.
I hope we picked the right one there. Let's get through some of these. We got about 10 minutes, I think, till some rosters start to lock. So we'll kind of get through these in a little bit speed round here. We got Coker, Tracy, Waddle in the flex. I think I'm going to go Waddle still.
Yeah, definitely Waddle over Coker. So Waddle over Tracy. Yeah, I think I'll just go back to it.
Yeah,
I'm going back a lot today. Apparently, that's my phrase.
Yeah, it's close with those two, but I'd go Waddle.
Yeah, roll with Waddle.
Baker, thanks, man. Manson. Baker or Purdy. I think I really like Purdy this week, but I lost. Baker's been a little hard to trust. I think I'm gonna go Purdy.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Please, Baker, play better.
All right, we got a big one here.
Half last week, but
yeah. Half PPR. T-Law, Purdy, Shuck. I think I'm gonna go Purdy. Purdy's going to start over a lot of guys. Lawrence is playing Denver, obviously. I'm not going to start Shuck over those guys. Although Shuck's been playing well. So Purdy there. BTJ, Marvin Harrison, or Adonai Mitchell. I think I'm going to go BTJ there. Or Booty. I'm not starting.
Or Booty?
I meant to add his name in there. I didn't add his name in there.
You're not going back to Mr. Marv?
No, I'm not over BTJ, I don't think.
But BTJ's playing the Broncos.
Yeah, he's going to dominate. Yeah, I mean, sure. If you wanted to play that matchup game, then definitely Marv is the better matchup. Are you going Marv?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Marv.
Might need a beer for this one, fellas. Yeah, I would take Mitchell out for either Marv or BTJ personally. So I know he's been playing decently well. Brady Cook has actually not looked terrible last week. Like he didn't look terrible last week. So and like he's been targeting Mitchell a lot. Mitchell's had a couple of good games with him and stuff like that. But by the way, Woody Marks is out.
He just got ruled out.
Yeah. I would personally start BTJ and Marv over Mitchell there. I'd keep Myers in. And because you're starting Myers, I think I pivot from BTJ to Marvin Harrison. So that's enough for me to pivot there to not go too far into the Jacksonville offense against Denver. Yeah, man. You're right. Small flex. My wide receivers are Chase St. Brown, Juwan. Oh, I thought you were asking for like a small flex. I was like, what? What is that? I better make sure all my rosters are good too.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at that too.
Let's
go ahead.
Yeah, those are nice receivers there, Marv, for sure. Chargers Cowboys should be good. Yeah, it should be a good game, I think. I think it'll be a fun game. Bears are getting the Rising Hero storyline this year. Colts had it until they lost. Yeah, Bears are looking fun, looking frisky. Shador or Worthy in the Superflex spot.
I'm gonna go Shador. You're thinking Worthy's gonna have a good enough game without Rice there?
Good, but it's a risk with Minshew and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go Shador as well. I mean, if Shador does, even if Shador throws for 150, which is 6 points and a touchdown, which is very doable, that's 10 points there, in a 4-point. Like, I'm kind of happy if Worthy has 10. Like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go Shador as well. Evans or Justin Jefferson?
Evans.
Yeah, I think you got to go Evans at this point. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson has a big game. But I think you have to go Evans there. Let's hope Brady Cook goes. Yeah, you got to add. I think you need to add Brady Cook there. They drafted 2 rookies. I know one of them's kind of more converting to tight end here. ETN or Chubb with Marks out now. I'm still going ETN.
Yeah.
Jennings, Myers, or Wandale. I think I'm going to go Myers. Actually,
Jennings, Myers, Wandale. Yeah. So Pearsall's out.
I might go
right.
Jennings, just because the matchup. The other 2 matchups are tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Jacoby still. I get the concern given the matchup, but doesn't Denver, aren't they missing a pretty good corner? Like, I know they're not missing Surtain, but he can't cover everything.
I'm not sure off the top of my head, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know the defenses as well, except outside those big name guys.
I need to take Marks out. Damn, I wish I started Dobbs. I was thinking about it too. I was thinking about it, but it didn't happen. I wouldn't be starting Colts receivers right now. So personally, if you can avoid it.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about it, but in a couple of our really deep leagues, I got to start Pittman. I don't have a good enough pivot. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is.
I was thinking about sending you a trade in Poseidon, like involving DJ Moore and like Pittman, and you throwing something on top of like Pittman, seeing if you were gonna do that, but didn't get around to it. Need to sit one Judkins, Hampton, or Aaron Jones, man. From my last comment, it's Judkins, but I don't feel great about it.
So yeah, I think it is.
I don't feel great about it. What's up?
I was gonna say, yeah, sit Judkins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's honestly that could be the wrong choice, and I will fully acknowledge that. So,
Yeah.
Woody is out. Godwin or Pitts? I think I'm just gonna go Pitts.
Yeah, I think so too.
Worthy Shakir, I would go Worthy in that case.
Yep. Yeah.
T-Law or Young? Bryce Young or T-Law? I think I still go Lawrence. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Lawrence. Like, I hope he can do some stuff on the ground. You know, throw a touchdown, run for 40 yards, throw for 225, 215, and you're gonna have a solid game. You know, so are you T-Law over Young?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Coker or Worthy? I would go Worthy, but I understand both sides there. What about Sutton or Marvin?
I'm just gonna start Sutton.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I was thinking about we have no trade deadlines and stuff, and I was thinking about because we have some guys who have Jacobs, and we started, and I was like, if Jacobs had a big game, I was thinking about making a trade that involved Jacobs and being like, look, you can like double up. You get the points for Jacobs this week, and you're getting these guys to add to your lineup and stuff. And I was thinking about that yesterday. It's kind of like a sneaky little play there. Pat Bryant's back, right? So I think I'm going to bench Troy Franklin and start Miles Price.
Marty's league.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Kevin. Michael Carter or Estime? I'm probably gonna go Carter.
It's gonna be Carter. Like, I feel more confident about his role, I guess. I mean, who else do the Saints even have?
They have Evan Hall. He was a rookie last year. He was on the Colts.
Wasn't he on like Indy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, third year in the league, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be Carter. I feel more confident about his role.
Yeah, I agree there. So, but we need to take off, guys. Appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday, after the game. Hopefully, we all are in the fantasy championship. So join us then. Any last words? Just double checking Dad's teams real quick.
No, go get it. Go get it.
Go get it. Go Chargers and go Jags. Because if that happens, Chargers have a decent chance at getting the AFC West championship. So, but we'll see you guys Monday. Good luck and have fun. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas if we don't see you before then. See ya.
Bye.